Go live. Okay, awesome. Hi, guys. We're live here again. Welcome to Money Talks. It's a new podcast on channeled messages from the consciousness of money. And I know it's weird. It might sound really like, what the hell is she talking about? But just bear with me. This is something, I've been playing with a little bit lately, and is it's basically getting stronger and really deeper into talking to money. And money is consciousness, as everything else is, and you too can talk to consciousness of money. It's definitely certain parts of money, the money, which is like kind of portion dedicated for you, like all of that. You can be connecting to it. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm streaming messages from the consciousness of money. Um, and basically, today, what the message is about is basically the message for money saying, don't make such a big deal out of it. Like sometimes we have these ideas of how much money you would like to earn, how much money you would like to have actually for the fulfillment of all of your dreams, or maybe even like the smallest dreams which you have. And then we might be feeling sometimes like this is just way bigger than me. This is just so unachievable, and that feeling is creating that gap between, oh, I'm here, I don't have that what I want, and here it is something that what I want is like far away from me. And this usually happens when we absolutely place money or that goal which we might have on such high pedestal that it really feels like it's so much higher than me, it's unachievable, it's out of my reach, it's out of my control, basically. And that is really widening the gap where I am and where I want to go. So what truly the message today is, don't make such a big deal out of it, because if you imagine that money would be, for example, like a river, a stream in a river, or ocean, all the water in the ocean, or would be just like the same as the rain falling from the sky, like you would not give a damn about it, because it would be so much around you, it would be so abundant everywhere. It will be raining like every now so often. Even if there was no rain for like a week or a month, there will be still some water around somewhere, or there will be rain eventually, right? And now imagine how you're feeling about water right now. Like you're not even thinking about that every day. Not even like every few days. It's just so normal in your experience, so present, it's so plentiful around you. Like I'm not talking about extreme droughts or anything like that, but just like talking about normal days when the water is not really a question for any one of us, right? And how do you feel about water on such a day really makes a difference, because it's not a big deal. It's not even a subject to your conversations or to your thoughts, because it's not, almost like it's not important. If you can make money, or your money goal, or any other goal you have, which maybe requires money to acquire, if you would make that as not important as water is right now for you, then you would allow for the experience of that inflow to make it a reality for yourself, right? Because that's true. Like this is like with everything else in life. If we make a big deal out of it, if we are too attached to something, if we want something really, really badly, and we are kind of like really banging our head against the wall because we don't know how to figure it out, how to get there, how to achieve something, how to basically make it happen. And it could be anything. It could be finding love. It could be, getting a job, getting a very specific job, getting promoted, getting money, love, anything else. If we are too attached, if we are making if we are like literally thinking like, oh my god, this is god, this is a god, right? Take it off that pedestal, make it a friend, make it a real good friend, which is equal. A friend is equal to you. You can talk to a friend, you can ask questions to a friend, you can have demands on a friend, if it's a good friend, if it's an equal. If you consider money to be up here and you down here, then you can't have freedom in it, because then your relationship is always constrained by that hierarchy almost, right? So take it down, take it out of the pedestal. Don't make it such a big deal. Now, this is the real question, right? How to do it if you're feeling so that money is so important sometimes, or that you really truly desire something to acquire with the money, and you've been dreaming about that for a long time, you've been really wanting it, you already gave up on that dream for many times because it just didn't happen, and yet you always come back to the same very dream because it's what dreams do. They just don't disappear on us. They will come back, they will nag on us. It's calling, it's your soul talking to you. It's no coincidence that you have that dream in your soul. Please don't make yourself wrong for having it, whatever that is in your soul, right? You're not making up that stuff. It's coming from your soul. It's absolutely here for a reason. So, first of all, don't make yourself wrong for having it. Second of all, don't judge yourself for having this very specific dream, and you shouldn't have that dream, and you shouldn't be that money orientated, and you shouldn't be so greedy and all that stuff which people in society have taught us. Stop with all of that, and then just allow yourself to have the experience of, yes, I want that thing. There's nothing wrong with me having or wanting that dream and that goal. And now I'm just really taking it down from that pedestal. I'm not making it such a big deal. And that is sometimes difficult because the first thing we need to do in order to be not attached to that dream is basically being okay with not having it. And there's a little exercise for all of you. So you know that you are kind of on the right vibration, on the right way towards your goal, when the absence of it is not making you miserable. You're not unhappy because you don't have that. And you know the difference when a dream, when a goal in life, and the absence of it can feel really, really painful. We've all been there, right? So that's your really good like signpost to know where you are at with your goal. If it's painful to not have it, you're not even near or close to achieving it, because the pain and the lower kind of vibration which struggle and pain is widening the gap between where you are today, where you want to be. You need to find a way somehow to make it okay for you not to have that in your life and still be happy, still feel fulfilled, satisfied, and to find that place for yourself where you can feel happy and fulfilled. That is the real journey, even without having that particular goal or money, whatever you want, right? So I can totally share my own journey with all of you here, because the same applies whatever you want in your life. And I remember a few years ago when I was really wanted to get into a relationship, and I was looking for the right one, and I just couldn't find him, and I didn't know how love works, and I didn't know how relationships work, because I was like, this is not working for me at all. Like I'm missing something big deal. Like everyone has a relationship, everyone's so happy in their relationship, and I'm like, I'm struggling with finding a relationship which would work for me. And then only, it only happened when the struggle was released, when basically I decided one day and I said, you know what, I'm just going to be happy by myself, and I don't care whether this is going to happen ever. And I literally had to be okay with myself, by myself, with the idea that it might not happen for me ever. This is a good actually test for everyone, just to see where you are at vibrationally with your emotions around your goal, if you are okay with it not having it. That means you're not attached, you're not making it a big deal, you are happy with what you already have. So I'm just gonna tell you one more thing to this, because I just want to kind of like come back to the money and abundance with this. So now money might be such a big deal because you don't have it, or like you don't have what you think you should be having, and that makes it a not pleasant experience, because we feel the gap, we feel the lack of it more than anything else, right? And so imagine what you already have in your life. Maybe you have a car, maybe you have a house, maybe you have even, simple things as a phone, you have your laptop or your fancy watch on your wrist, and just imagine how you're feeling about that, what you already have. The emotion is probably one of, yeah, 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 I'm happy I have that, right? Like there's like kind of like peace, settled, quiet, tranquil, fulfillment and satisfaction, maybe happiness. You would use those kind of words to describe that. There'll be no like, oh my God, I want it so much, because you already have that. It's not a big deal, right? So if you can make your money goal, your any kind of goal, make it feel like you already have it. And if you have it, it's not a big deal anymore, because you have it and you are used to it and you're just enjoying it. Then you know you are home. Did you land it? That's the emotion you want to have around your goals anyway, because these huge excitements and the huge desires, which are really borderline on craving, because I don't have that, these are not creating more of it, they're creating basically the gap, pushing it away. Okay, you guys, so this was all from me today. Thank you for checking in, thank you for watching it, and I'll be here with you guys very soon again. Take care for now.